What's going on here then?
Yeah, getting some beds in, eh?
Yeah. So I'll just get some.
I think I'll leave it there for now. It's looking alright, looking pretty good. I've got some, so there's a couple of paths there. Paths are just a wood mulch. Point of that is that it eventually breaks down, it gives nutrients to the soil, and it's just useful to walk on so your feet don't get covered in compost. I've still got some wood mulch left, so I'm going to use that around the edges just to stop the grass kind of and the weeds bleeding into the patches. But it's yeah, it should be alright. Got a few things planted already, a bit more to go in. Got quite a bit more space actually. That one's on the far side's empty, so yeah, we should be able to grow a decent amount of food there. And yeah, and hopefully in future years I'll be able to make my own compost and just keep topping it up rather than buying it. But yeah, pretty happy with that. Not sure how well you can hear that, because it's like this distant sound, what sounds like a chainsaw or a motorbike. It's not, it's frogs. Which is good news, it means that the waterway down here, the stream's healthy, but it's the weirdest sound. It's like this deep rumbling sound, it just keeps going on and on. It's important that the holes that are going through here are at right angles to this cut, so that when the bolts go through, this is straight and the post is straight. If I ever need to drill something or cut something where it's really important that it's accurate, I tend to use a jig rather than just using sight or measurements. So I've got this, and that just gives me a little bit of a guide, so I can guide through the holes, so those two holes will line up, the two holes on here, hopefully.
It'll do something.
This thing weighs a ton.
Alright, go down the hill. Spinning your ring. Spinning your ring. Might have to do a little bit of work. You got it?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I saved us half a journey there.
Good. Alright. Don't go the way too far. Oh.
Now that looks alright.
I don't know what all the rags and girls say about you, but you definitely don't have any problems getting it up.
Just need another man to come round and help.
Rough enough is good enough.
Mm.
Now we can get a rail up on this side.
Oh, there you go. Bloody hell. It's ground. It's a bit. Put that in there.
Down that way. Beautiful. Should be good. Activate the glutes, what they used to tell me. Activate the glutes.
That goes to about right there. Fit great, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
It's perfect. Perfect fit for me.
Just need some cleaning obviously.
Yeah. Oh, oh.
Going back in here, eh? Back up, back up. Just post. Oh, you're going to go over the other side of it? Or is it okay then?
Beautiful. Right, that's 430 to the end.
430?
430 is the centre. So
Yep.
480.
480. Okay, so yeah, you want that. Get your clamp on your tool belt. So elegant, so elegant.
Ah, so elegant. Like a trapeze artist. Why does that look so wrong?
Because
Because it is. Oh, wait.
it's got a bow in the
Oh,
other
hold
one.
on.
The other one's got a bow in it.
Ah, it is. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's all right then. So at least we know. So if we come back and then I'll just bend.
Hold.
Other ones. Yeah, you can tell it's all good, eh?
It is?
Yeah. It feels. I mean this. We should clamp it together though because it's not quite. Yeah.
Gently with your gumboot. Very good. Okay.
Ah, you've done this
Not-
shit.
not
Done
too
this
much.
stuff before.
Yeah.
It's not cabinet.
It's a belt. It's a bus umbrella.
It's a giant bus umbrella.
And get one more into it.
Yeah, this needs to come over.
How much? More? Hold on, I'll get up to you. Now one edge had to go up, hey, there was a roughy edge on it.
It doesn't matter, does it?
Okay.
I don't know.
No, I think it's right, they go up.
What to go up? the hand on my
Yeah,
hand up
yeah.
on the high bit.
Yep. Right.
I had my mate Daryl helping out with this yesterday. Daryl's got that kind of useful combination of being physically very strong. He's very smart, and he's also really practically minded, which is great when you're building stuff like this. I don't necessarily have any of those traits in abundance, but I thought I'm going to give it a go myself and see if I can get one bit up on my own, see how I go. Alright, that's in. Got one more bolt to drill in, but the others are done and it's up there. It's not going anywhere. Probably wouldn't do that again. On a kind of scale of stupidity, from mildly stupid to utterly moronic, I think that's somewhere in between the two. I mean, it wasn't... Having the ratchet straps helps, so you know that you're not going to drop the thing. I mean, it's a 2x8, so it's pretty chunky. And it's just sort of nearly 5 meters long, so it's a bit of a beast to get into position, and it's quite high up. So yeah, it's much better doing it with somebody else. It also takes a lot less time with somebody else. It was a good experience anyway. I'm glad I got it up, and yeah, it's good to have that first beam done. The lock on this, the old lock's broken, so I need to replace it. Bit tricky with this though, because this is not standard. This is 11 centimeters, 4.5 inches. It's really thick for a door. Most doors are this kind of size, so most locks won't work. I'll show you why, because the key won't fit through, for one. So as you can see, a key going into there isn't going to reach. What they did in the past, that the previous owner has obviously done, is taken a key, cut it and welded it longer. Solves the problem. It's a good way of doing it. Problem nowadays is that modern keys, they're not made of steel anymore, so you cut that in half, but touch that with a welder, the whole thing will just fall to pieces, so that won't work. The only solution, or at least the only solution I can think of, is remounting that lock here, so so that the key will reach from this side. It won't reach from the other side. I'll just make a different solution, maybe a little latch or something on the other side. But anyway, that's the task, just to reset that here, and then I'll have to reset the lock on the inside as well to make it work. But should be easy. I hate saying it should be easy, because then it never is. Success, alright. That was pretty easy. The other side might not be quite so easy, because the frame's metal on the other side. Let's have a look. Right, now I've got some space for the other lock hole. Lock hole? That can't be the right word. Mortise? That is a bit of a nightmare. So I started drilling into this. It was the only way I could think to create a hole for the lock to go into. It worked in a sense, and I got the place correct, and the lock could then go in, but it can't go in far enough. And the reason it can't go in far enough is because there's a metal beam here that is supporting the whole structure of the bus. So one, I don't want to drill into it because it's supporting the bus. And two, even if I did that, steel is incredibly tough. It'd be really, really difficult to drill into to create a hole, and I shouldn't be doing it anyway. So that was a monumental waste of time. But, you know, that's kind of part of the deal, I guess, with living in something that's non-standard, that's not a house. You know, if you're trying to live in a shipping container or a bus or a van or whatever it is, off-the-shelf products typically don't work. You know, they don't make locks for doors that wide, and therefore you end up tinkering around and spending half the day mucking about trying to make a lock. So it's sort of back to the drawing board. I don't know, not sure what to think. You know, the obvious solution is putting a, you know, something ugly, like a padlock on the outside, and then just locking it from the inside with a bolt. Could do that. Not a very neat solution, but I just can't think of anything. But I have to keep at it.